For your FEA project, each team needs to pick their own topic and simulate in SolidWorks Simulation Express. So here I have two-step procedure that will help you pick a project topic. Otherwise, you would be lost exploring something in SolidWorks. So this procedure will make sure you can finish the project within the next 4 weeks that is left in this term. So step one, pick an exercise problem from your textbook. So whether it's Beer and Johnston or Hibbler textbook, whatever the book you're following, so please pick an exercise problem. So I have some examples listed in my FEA project description, and this is uploaded to Nexus. You could pick a plane stress problem from chapter 2 of Beer and Johnston. So this problem 2.69 is a biaxial loading of a flat plate. It's a 2D stress problem, or a temperature rise problem, similar to the one that was given in the midterm. That's 2.51. Tension loaded bar with central circular hole and symmetric fillets. So that's again from chapter 2, and so on. So if you are interested in a torsion problem, look at the problems from chapter 3 of Beer and Johnston. A bending problem, look at problems from chapter 4, and so on. So whatever you're interested in, go to that particular chapter and pick an exercise problem from your textbook. And because it's a textbook problem, you should be able to solve it by hand from what we learned in the class using a strength of materials concept. You should be able to solve it by hand. Then simulate the simple problem in SolidWorks. So the process will help you in learning SolidWorks. You have a solution to compare it against. So the hand solution you already have, and you're going to simulate the simple problem in SolidWorks and watch the videos on chapter 2, chapter 3, and chapter 4 problems done in SolidWorks. So that's going to kickstart your SolidWorks simulation capabilities. Then compare and contrast your hand calculation with FEA results. Just make sure those discrepancies are just because of the different methods you're solving, either using a software or by hand, and not the procedure you're following. So this will eliminate any mistakes you're making in creating SolidWorks simulations. So that's why compare against with the hand solutions. Then the step 2, make the exercise problem slightly complicated. So maybe change the geometry for the textbook problem you picked, or change the material properties. Say if it's isotropic, you could make it orthotropic or transversely isotropic. So please do talk to me about that, the material properties. Loading, you can vary the loading. Say if it's a concentrated load, you could change it to distributed load or a pressure load. Things like that. You could change supports. So you don't have to do all of them at once. Just make it one complicated, minor complication from the exercise problem. Say it could just be the geometry. You don't have to do all 4 at once. Or you could, if you are adventurous, you could modify all of them. And then simulate this complicated problem in SolidWorks. You might not be able to do the hand calculation for this because it's slightly complicated. If you are able to, it is fine. If you are not, it's still fine. You have a pretty close problem, some simplified problem. You are doing hand calculation and comparing with SolidWorks. And this is also going to be part of your report. So you're going to put this step 1, whatever you're doing, also in your report. Step 2 for a slightly complicated problem also. In fact, this step 2, that's going to be your topic title. Your project title is decided by step 2. So whatever the slight modification you're making. So the approximate timeline for doing step 1, which is just a textbook problem, I don't expect you to waste more than 1 to 2 weeks for step 1. you, of course, you are learning SolidWorks here, how to do this in SolidWorks and so on, but I don't expect you to spend more than 2 weeks on step 1. And step 2, that's your actual project. So make sure you have enough time on this slightly complicated problem. So 2 weeks, 2 weeks on step 2 problem, and you also need to do a presentation in front of your colleagues and write a project report. So make sure you have enough time to do all of that in the whatever the 4-5 weeks left in the term. So don't overcomplicate it. Just make minor change to the textbook problem and simulate it in SolidWorks. So you have time to write the project report and also the presentation. So that's the 2-step procedure. And also, if you are still not clear in how to pick a topic for your FEA project, you can always approach either me or Professor Stehle, and we can help you in picking the project topic. All right.